Hey you guys, today we are going to talk about neck pain and some strengthening exercises you can do to help alleviate that. Stay tuned. So neck pain. Okay, so first we've got to go over some biomechanics on maybe why you're having neck pain in the first place. Excuse me. So basics 101 of neck pain. What does your posture look like? A. 2, do you have strong back muscles? 3, do you have tightness in some of your joints, maybe in your neck? And how is your neck mobility? 4, number we're on, 4, what does your front neck muscles look like? Are they really tight? Do we need to work on loosening those up? And 5, what are your deep neck flexors and your deep neck muscles doing? Are they functioning properly, and or are they able to hold this gigantic bowling ball of a noggin on your body? Or maybe they're not strong enough and maybe we need to work on those. So first, posture. Again, this is just like the basics of the biomechanics. I don't have the world's best posture. It's something I'm always working on, especially when I see myself, because I have tight hips. A lot of times when I am sitting, I'm like this, and I'm like, what is this heinous crime against posture that I'm personally committing? So it's just something you're always gonna have to be intentional about, something you're always gonna just have to notice. And the more you learn about what posture is supposed to be like, the better you're gonna be at learning how that you can personally influence your own posture, because we spend 100% of the time on this earth in our body. So why don't we make it as efficient and as healthy and work as well as possible as we can? So again, if you're looking forward, see if I can kind of get my hair out of the way. You want your shoulders to be over your hips, and you want your neck, so your ears should be in line with your shoulders. And mine probably is not, if I'm being totally honest, because I tend to have more of a forward head posture. And I'm not exactly sure why that is. I have a pretty flat back, so if you guys can see my back, like I don't have a lot of curves, and so I don't know, and I have a lot of tightness in this upper part of my upper back, which is something I'm constantly working on. So if you have tightness up here, that's going to mean most of your mobility is going to have to come from your neck muscles, or your neck joints and your neck muscles. And so that is going to have, you're going to typically get more of a forward posture. You're going to have more of a forward posture in your neck because you're not going to be able to utilize as much of your thoracic spine or your upper back joints to compensate. So the mobility has to come from somewhere. So if you have tightness in your upper thoracic spine or your upper back, then you're going to have more mobility in your head and neck, like your cervical spine or your neck joints. And that is going to cause more difficulty in controlling that, so you're going to have muscle imbalances, if you will. So I personally don't have a lot of neck pain, but I do get a lot of neck tightness, so it's something that I constantly have to use my tiger tails to roll out, which is my #1 favorite tool to keep my neck muscles in check and from giving me trouble. So if you have not, check the video out down below, and you can check out how to use the tiger tail for your neck. So going forward, there are 3 strengthening exercises I'm going to show you guys today for your neck. The first one is going to be chin tucks. It's going to be seem really simple, really easy. It's going to be something you can do to reposition your neck if you notice that your head is way out here. So like, for example, if you're working on a computer, your head is more naturally going to be jutted out in front of your body than it is if you're just standing up. If you're on your phone, again, head forward all this head forward posture that we have in modern day society. So chin tucks are essentially just going to be you tucking your chin, so you're going to have a slight downward tuck, and you're going to basically, if this was your head, so I don't know how to explain, okay, so if this was your head, you're going to move it backwards towards your spine. So again, chin down and slightly moving back. Now I'm not smushing my head back, but just a slight movement backwards. From the front, it'll probably look like I have a double chin. You're welcome. So again, slight chin down and slight retraction. So again, I'm just moving gently back to get more of an upright position, more of that ear over my shoulders, and kind of bringing my neck back. What you want to try to do while you're working on those muscles is, or working on that motion, is to relax these muscles. Like, do you guys see how ridiculous my sternocleidomastoid muscle is right here? Like, I haven't used my tiger tail in a while, and that muscle is ridiculous. Like, it is gigantic. And so I need to really massage that out, because what I can tell is it's harder for me to chin tuck and to bring my head and neck back, because I feel that muscle kind of blocking that motion. So that muscle goes in the front and attaches to your mastoid in the front of your muscle, or in the front of your chin. Oh God, right here, like where my fingers are. It's really hard sometimes to just like go unscripted and just try to explain this to you guys. So thank you for being gentle with me. Anyway, so your sternocleidomastoid attaches kind of right here. You can see, like right in the front here. And it like pulls your head forward. So when you go to pull your head backwards, if it's not flexible enough to allow that motion, you're gonna feel like it's it's like being a block, like there's resistance there. So again, for chin tucks, gentle, go with your available motion, nice and slow. And now I'm just using my finger on my chin so I can focus on the motion coming from my chin, instead of, if I'm here, it's harder to visualize like what part of my body the motion needs to originate from. Like I focus maybe more like on my forehead, and I'm like maybe gonna go backwards like this. No, like I wanna tuck my chin and gently go backwards. So you wanna do 10 to 30 of these, typically like in high periods of time where your head is forward a lot, or even just in general whenever you think about it, because that is better than not doing them at all. And especially if you know you have neck pain, headaches, poor posture, things like that you really want to work on, I would suggest habit stacking. So you're going to take the chin tucks and you're going to attach it to a habit that you already do every single day. So whether that's brushing your teeth, eating lunch, eating dinner, eating breakfast, before you drive to work, after you drive to work, shooting for 4 or 5 days in a row for that consistency is going to be better than not doing it at all. So once you master chin tucks and it's nice and gentle, then we're going to go to something that's a little bit harder. So what you're going to need is a bed or a couch, something where you can lay your head kind of off the side. So if you see this one doesn't have an arm. So you want to, so I can lay this way with my head towards the bookcase. That's what I'm going to be doing with this one. Typically, most couches have arms, but so a bed would probably be your best option for that, because you can lay long ways. I guess widthways, in case you have a footboard or a headboard. So let's do this. Okay, my pillows on the other couch. I'm going to lay with my shoulders on the edge of this couch, bend my knee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to have my neck muscles as relaxed as possible. they will probably fire some, but you want to kind of focus on relaxing them as much as possible, holding this position for 5 to 10 seconds, so not very long. If it's really hard for you, like it's really hard for me to do this position without activating my muscles, you can have a partner hold your head to support it so that you can kind of gradually build up to doing this on your own. So for example, if I had a partner, I wouldn't do this yourself because then you're engaging your shoulder muscles, but I guess if you don't have a partner, it's better than activating all of your neck muscles, or activating the neck muscles we don't want to be activating. So activating your sternocleidomastoid, not the muscles we want to be activating. We want to be activating the muscles on the front of your neck, which are your deep neck flexor muscles. So just kind of trying to use as much as you can of the deep neck flexors. So as soon as I let it go, my sternocleidomastoid kicks in. So I'm right here. I'm focusing more on my on my deep neck flexor muscles. It's really important when you do that to make sure that you have that chin tuck position first. So you don't want your chin jutted out. You want to tuck it, retract it, or kind of tuck it down, pull it backwards, hold that position, and then try to hold your head off of the edge of a bed or a couch. The next exercise that we're going to do is for your lateral neck muscles. So initially we were looking at your deep neck flexors. Well, just from gravity kind of pointing forward towards your face and basically pushing your head down, and your deep neck flexors activating against that to hold that position and keep your neck upright. Now we're gonna lay on our side with our head off on each side, so those deep neck flexors can have gravity pushing it this way, activate to kind of hold that neck in line with your body. So same thing, you wanna try to avoid activating your sternocleidomastoid as much as possible. So if you have a partner, especially if you notice that those muscles are weaker in general, if you're having neck pain, they're probably weaker, and your sternocleidomastoid is probably overactive. I would say 90% of us is kind of the same thing. It's a constant battle just because gravity is pushing us forward and we spend more time in this position than we used to when we were out being hunters and gatherers. So, all right, again, you're gonna lay on your side with your arm flat. I would say it'd be easier if your legs were straight, like if you were on a bed, but you know, right now this is what we got. So you're going to tuck your chin, retract your neck, and try to hold your neck in line. Again, if you give yourself a little bit of support there, I can feel that sternocleidomastoid not be as active. And then you can try to just keep your head in this position. 5 to 10 seconds, and then relax. You can try in different ways, like you can get more onto your shoulder here, and retract, hold, and I can feel my sternocleidomastoid just by giving myself a little bit less pressure there, or like my head is just a little less heavy. Again, better if you have a partner do this, hold the head, because then your shoulder can relax here. But eventually, you want to be able to hold this without activating your sternocleidomastoid. The next one is you're just going to flip and do the other side. If you're on a bed, you would just go from one side of the bed to the other side, or just flip over sideways. Now my back will be towards you guys just to show you, because I don't have a armrest on this side. So again, you're going to tilt your chin down, retract, or kind of bring that neck backwards so it's more in line with your neck. Lay off the edge of the bed and try not to activate your sternocleidomastoid muscle. Okay, so I hope that you guys found this tutorial on how to deep neck flexor strengthening exercises and mobility exercises for your neck helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you have a specific body part that you would like more information on, exercises, strengthening, diagnoses, anything like that, anything physical therapy or wellness related, make sure you drop those in the comments so I can make videos specifically to answer your guys' questions, because that is why I'm here and this is what I am passionate about. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend, just so that we can be empowered to have bodies that are efficient, pain-free, and move the way that we want them to, so we can be confident and autonomous in our own skin. Have a great day, guys. Bye.